So she wanted me to pay her $5,000 a month for 5 years.
$350,000.
We don't even have kids. Next, and this.
I need you guys to hear this because you're going to see how two people are going to argue over money and they're both going to lose. This is a streamer who ended up having to take almost a year off.
At this point, the case is over. I've been trying to get this divorce settled. The divorce was filed by Milena in January of 2025. We had split up the previous year. It was amicable. We tweeted about it on Twitter. Everyone saw that. I sent Milena a 50-50 offer down the middle in April of that year. She did not accept it. I did not know what she wanted out of this divorce until mediation. I warned Milena that trial would be very expensive. It would cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, but still we had to go to trial, and you'll see why. So the first thing that she wanted was to grant the divorce between the parties on the grounds of insupportability. Respondent's economic and financial abuse of the petitioner, respondent's failure to permit access to the parties' community property accounts, including for purposes of insider access to such community funds, benefits the innocent spouse may have derived from continuation of the marriage, disparity of earning power of the spouses.
Essentially what she's saying is, you abused me, I want more than 50%. You were not showing me the funds, and you make way more, so I should get more than 50%.
Order Milena Midtoy-Palom's waste claim for Nicholas Michael Palom's excessive expenditures. That was over $100,000. Order Milena Midtoy-Palom's request for post-divorce maintenance for a period of 5 years from February 1st, 2026 in the amount of $5,000 a month.
Now, you can fill me in. I have never heard of post-divorce maintenance. I've heard of alimony. Is that like the same thing? Is that a different way of saying it?
I think it is the same thing. That's basically some of the same purpose. Ford F-150.
Okay, this is actually maintenance. So this is a term only in Texas. $5,000 a month.
It's $60,000 a year.
So she wanted me to pay her $5,000 a month for 5 years.
$350,000.
We don't even have kids. Next, and this.
Hey, yo!
You admit I'm about fully speechless.
Whoa! So 9 years and 4 months, and she wants an additional 5 years. Damn, that's crazy. So here's an important detail. Typically, you have to at least hit the 10-year mark for spousal support to be like a thing post-divorce. They didn't hit that mark. So good for him for getting divorced when he did, because maybe it would have changed after the fact.
The biggest one, the most important one, and it's going to take some time to explain it because this is also why we really had to go to trial. Order Milena Midtoy-Palom be granted a judgment against Nicholas Michael Palom with specific language securing such interests against the shares and stock held by Nicholas Michael Palom with his interests in OTK Ventures, OTK Media, and Kings Gaming Labs Incorporated. So this is essentially the crux of the entire trial. I mentioned earlier that Milena wanted a disproportionate share of the estate. She wanted a 60-40 split of the entire estate, but it was a little bit more complicated than that. What she wanted to do essentially was have her 60% be all cash and my 40% be heavily weighted in my OTK shares.
Yo, that's diabolical. She didn't want 60%, my nigga. She wanted a guaranteed like 80%. Wait, that's actually crazy. You know what that means?
Yeah, it's a scam. That's what it is.
But do you know what the OTK shares are?
OTK is whatever company is. Yeah.
So it's a content creation company.
Yes.
But like, if you know these are like notoriously volatile and not necessarily the most profitable shares. My knowledge, like most of the gaming industry, a lot of like these companies, their shares have gone down. Oh, that's nasty work. She was trying to leave this nigga with nothing.
And my 40% would be essentially all in my OTK shares, which no one really knows what those are worth. This was the biggest.
No.
It's a wipe down. Wipe me down. It's a wipe. it's
okay, but with that Boosie hairline.
That's a
with that Boosie
wipe
haircut.
me down. That's what it is.
Having all of your divorce proceedings basically stuck in shares that are speculative, are they even sellable right now?
It's a privately held company, so there are no private share. There are no public shares.
So
available.
yeah, 60-40 does not sound as crazy as like your 40% is worth nothing.
It's not sellable.
And not sellable.
How am I supposed to pay you $5,000 a month if you have everything?
I don't think anyone would have accepted the offer that was presented in front of them. Essentially, it would drain me to 10% cash reserves.
Yeah, but like you're misunderstanding, dude. Like you have a penis, so you should just accept whatever she has.
And I don't know if I should say this, but now it gets kind of funny, and I'm gonna explain to you why. Up next is a section called income taxes, and let me read this for you. Order that any refunds received from the date of marriage to the date of divorce be divided equally by the parties, with Milena Midtoy being entitled to 50% and Nicholas Michael Palom being entitled to 50%. So if there was a tax refund, she would get half of it, I would get half of it. Makes sense, right? Order any liability from the date of marriage to the date of divorce be paid solely by Nicholas Palm. So if there was a tax bill, I would have to pay for all of the taxes. But if there's a refund, Melena would get half of it.
Oh,
Order that.
hell no. THASSAASCAM, that's a scam. Wipe him down. That's crazy.
Up next, injunctions. And this is where it gets a little bit confusing. I'll try my best to explain it for everyone. Order Nicholas Michael Palm be restrained and enjoined from making any public statements, whether written, verbal, or visual, regarding the ongoing litigation and the parties' divorce, unless mutually agreed upon in writing by the parties and filed within the court.
Whenever they tell you to oh yeah, have a prenup. Why would I have a prenup? Like, why are you thinking about the bad things? Like you're thinking about that's why. That's exactly why. Because people do that. When you break up, the way some people can get conniving and crazy, and they just want to hurt you. When they say love and hate is really close, that's what my God.
Melena Midtoy Palm requests the court after trial on the merits to grant the following permanent injunctions enjoining the parties, their agents, servants, employees, and attorneys.
So anyone involved after this shit is done would not be allowed to speak about it.
It's not just you, it's nobody.
And like, how would he be held accountable for them?
I've seen that happen.
It says directly or indirectly disseminating, publishing, or causing to be published, or directly or indirectly requesting a person to disseminate or publish any letter, story, statement, correspondence, description, or depiction of any kind whatsoever. I'm reading it with the emphasis it requires because this is insane. Including on any social media, whether fictionalized or not, which could be reasonably interpreted to be disparaging,
yes,
negative, or defamatory in its description of the other party's personal, professional, private, or family life, including, without limitation, the business or financial affairs of the other party. This is so fucking vague and encompasses so much. Basically, she said, bitch, you better act like I don't exist. And if there's any hint you do, I'm coming for that ass. I'll say, in her defense, and this is like a very light one, to my knowledge, like lawyers oftentimes on some of these documents will go above and beyond
100%.
to scare the other person into settling even for half of what they want.
Also, it says Melena Midtoy Palm requests the court deny any and all of Nicholas Palm's requested relief filed with the court. So that's a lot. What did I want? Waste and reconstitution. Nicholas Michael Palm requests the court to find that Melena Midtoy Palm has committed waste on the community and to reconstitute what ought be the actual existing value of the estate as a part of the court's just and right division of the community estate as set out in Exhibit A attached here too. So just the waste claim, essentially she had one against me, so I had one against her. I'm not trying to get into the gritty details of that.
That's when he's like, well, you know, she spent this here, she spent that here, and I have a receipt for this, and then she took my credit card and she spent that shit there. And I get it. If the other person's going to reference your dirty laundry and get one up on you, you gotta do it.
We gonna be petty?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Is that the game that we're playing?
Oh, no, it's not even being petty, to be clear. It's not being petty.
No, but she is. I'm responding to that.
So I want to say, like, petty is almost like this insignificant thing that you do to get back at somebody. This is actually significant.
Yeah.
It has legal implications in terms of how much money. So it's not even petty. If he does not do this, then it makes him look like the wasteful one and her not. So he is the only way he can guarantee himself a chance to be able to even things out.
So essentially what I'm asking for in this is a clean 50-50 split down the middle, just like I wanted back in April. The ruling of the court is as follows. Divorce is granted on the grounds of insupportability. It's good. That's what I wanted. That's what Melena wanted. Division of community property. 50% to Mr. Palm and 50% to Miss Palm, with the exception of King's Gaming Lab, Starforge, ordered to be split 55% to Miss Palm and 45% to Mr. Palm. The court finds that the disproportionate share of those funds are warranted due, number one, the disparity of the earning power, number two, nature of the property involved, and three, waste. So let me explain before everyone gets all excited.
I'm pretty confident those shares are worth nothing or very little, or they might be worth something in the future, so she better pray. But 5% extra ain't that bad.
She gets 5% more than I do, and if you do the math, it ends up being about 15K. Nick and nmplol are designated as constructive trustee for Miss Palm's interest. So what that means, I don't have to send her my shares, I don't have to send her cash for the shares. I will hold her shares in my name until they're sold, if and when they're sold.
To my knowledge, also a trustee cannot do something that's not in the benefit of the recipient. Meaning if I own a trust in your name, so like I'm the one who runs it, I have to take actions legally that are to your benefit with whatever that product or estate is. And if I don't, I can be held legally liable for the person who is the trustee, to my knowledge. It's like he has to not fuck her over in that process, which I agree with.
Fair.
Yeah.
Up next, attorney's fees, denied. Each party pays their own attorney's fees. Motion to seal the court records, denied. Injunctions, denied. Post-divorce maintenance, denied.
You know his erection getting bigger with each deny.
I ain't mad at it.
Under the table, that shit probably banging right now.
I ain't mad at it.
He probably got a new girlfriend ready to just start clapping cheeks.
I was feeling something in my boner myself. Denied. Ooh.
Denied.
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 Ooh, yes, please. Denied.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. When you see denied and you see a little sense of justice from like the higher court, the final say, it feels nice.
Okay, 100%.
Yeah.
Bro.
Pokemon card collection to be divided equally. Mr. and Mrs. Pollum.
Ah, bitch.
Priest, how do you feel about that? Because I know.
Ah, bitch.
How-
Did you help catch them all? If you didn't, I mean, I can give you like a slow poke or, you know what I mean? A Rotom or
Yo, them jokes was a Snorlax.
I don't give a shit.
That's how you know I only know the OG Pokemons. All these new additions and new
Exactly.
iterations, I ain't got time for that.
He knows them, right? Mewtwo.
I just know the like first and
Yo,
second gen.
fucking kill me, bro. These bad Pokemon puns are killing me.
2023 Cadillac Escalade is awarded to Miss Pollum. 2021 Nissan GTR is awarded to me.
Oh my God!
So
Thank God.
that was the court.
Oh yeah!
Wait, you didn't hear
We
though.
got his boys. We keep the GTR. We keep Godzilla.
She got the bike and the Cadillac.
It's okay because the Cadillac is gonna lose value. The GTR though, no, that's a win.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
okay. You know
That's
your
a win.
thing. I'm gonna
the
defer to
Cadillac
you.
Escalade is nice. I'm sorry, it's nice, especially if it was a CTSV.
Your Honor, I would like to call my first expert witness, Eric Preach, to the stand.
That's a win, guys. GTR is a win.
Okay.
That's a win. And by the way, for those who were wondering, the Super 73 bike is this thing right here. It's worth from 2000.
Is that an e-bike?
Yeah, that's an e-bike. That's it.
Okay,
Keep the
my
bike.
bad.
Keep it. It's not like a Super 73 like the year was 73.
Okay,
it's
my
it's
bad.
an e-bike.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
okay.
It's an e-bike. Keep the Escalade.
Yeah, you know what? W research.
Well, thank you very
you know,
much.
you kids say WL. That's how you know we don't belong.
We don't.
To summarize, it was essentially the same exact offer that I had offered her back in March and April of 2025, with the exception of the extra $15K. This court case lasted well over a year. It cost over $400,000 in lawyer fees, expert fees, and in my opinion, most of it was unnecessary.
He said 400,000. And you know what the worst part is? This man took like a year off from streaming. So that's probably another like milli. So this man had to lose like 1.3, because I'm talking about lost revenue. And
That's
we're
not
not even
it.
talking about the emotional anguish and everything involved. And she also lost a lot of money too. Because think about it, all she gained in extra was 15K. She was asking for everything. She only got 15K extra. You know, the court, which trumped that 15K by a lot. So all I think to myself is,
You lost.
both of them lost millions of dollars. And shout out to my lawyers. I've had to hire a lawyer. You know what their billable hours are just for themselves?
And I know who you get, but
$450 an hour just for them. That doesn't include the paralegals.
Bro.
That doesn't include any of the fees.
Bro,
that doesn't include any of the experts. $450
for
an hour.
a girl that really tried to get him to pay the fees, it might have been a little bit more than that because she's trying to be vindictive. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna get the biggest lawyer, so not only I'm gonna win, but he's gonna have to pay. You get to pay. That's the crazy part.
Speaking for me emotionally, this whole thing has been quite stressful. There's been so many things said about me that just aren't true. It was somewhat exhausting. And once I got this ruling, I literally broke down and cried. Like I was like sobbing tears, that it was finally over.
Did you film it from multiple angles?
Did you edit it?
He's choosing to be the bigger person, and he's not sharing those stories, things he could monetize. He's not. He wasn't being salacious with a lot of this stuff. He was really staying above board.
Sticking
and
to
I
the thing.
understand. Like I could imagine, you just want to be done with it. You just tired.
100%.
When a lot of people are thinking, get even, fucking counter sue or whatever. Motherfucker just wants to get back to work. Imagine he can't do the things he enjoys for almost a year because he's so engrossed with this issue with this person. And they're both just losing. And it's like, yeah, you might win the battle, but you're going to lose the war of life. You're going to lose it because you're wasting time, precious time. And so I can understand, his sentiment wanting to just kind of move on from the whole thing. But this really goes to show you could be married to somebody, whatever it is, and they don't like you enough, or they have a beef, they will drag you to hell with them. When there's an option where both of you can go your separate ways and be richer, they're like, no. That means that he's gonna be okay, and I don't want that. Well, man, that means that you're not gonna be okay. I don't care. Do you know what he did to me? Fuck me and fuck him. And so all of a sudden, both of you getting strap-ons. It is what it is.
Goddamn. All right.
But that is what happened.
100%.
Lawyers came in with a strap-on and fucked them both, and then the judge came in at the end and it's like, the fucking session is over. But the lawyers had their way with each of their booty holes. Hundreds of thousands of dollars is what both of them had to spend to lose because one party wanted to be unreasonable. Mm-hmm. And now what they both got was 25-25.
Probably each.
And the lawyers got 50.
Yep.
Sometimes people like their perspective, my perspective. 50-50 seems super reasonable. He's the higher earner. He's still saying 50-50. I think it's very equitable, and I think it recognizes her needs. There's no children, so I don't know this whole thing about like alimony and crazy business.
No,
and on top of that, to my knowledge, she's been a streamer the whole time. She's been kind of piggybacking off of his own reputation in terms of getting, and obviously they came up together to what I read about. So they definitely made videos and stuff together, content. But she benefited from that. Her career benefited from that. So to me, it's just like, it ain't like you have to be a stay-at-home wife to raise kids, to stop your career. So what are you asking for when he's already offering you 50% of everything he owns?
No, it's
very
not fair.
equitable.
It's not fair. If you hurt me, I take everything. You know what?
Here is the court.
Just give me all your shit, man. Your shit. Soju bottle. Pass that shit over here, boy. Pass that shit over here. Yeah, that's mine now. I'll fucking baby wipe it. I don't give a fuck, man.
You're gonna wipe it down with disinfectant.
I'm betting!
And then drink
you
it.
hate me!
You go wipe it down and then drink it.
It doesn't matter.
Wipe you down.
It doesn't.
But that stuff always kills me, because when you see that stuff, it's like, no, you just both end up losing. Why would she do something so self-destructive?
There's a bit of sand in there. Hey, you're trying to be rational.
Yep.
With a motherfucker that is not.
Yep.
There's no way to explain that.
Yep.
Why would you do? Hey, stop. Mm-hmm. Not right now. You're trying to have a rational response.
Yep.
To a motherfucker that is vindictive. There's just hate and fury. There's no logic.
Yep. It makes me think of that one story that they always tell about the scorpion and the turtle?
Yes.
Right? So the scorpion wants to get across the river, has no way to do so. The turtle offers it, right on its back, but it says, like, don't sting me. And then the scorpion says, why would I sting you? I want to not drown. So obviously they start crossing, and then the scorpion halfway through stings the turtle. And the turtle goes like, hey, like, we both gonna die now. And the scorpion says, what do you want me to do? I'm a scorpion. And
it's my nature.
Some people, it's like that. They don't care about self-interest. They will be self-destructive if it means to get to you. It don't matter if they lie. It don't matter what the fuck they do. If they get to take you down, they're going to be a little bit satisfied.
Tight.
Someone said it's a frog. Sure, but you guys get the concept. Same idea.
Frog.
Actually, you know what? No. Because I imagine if you ride in the back of a turtle, it's probably more comfortable, one. Two, probably harder to sting it, no?
Yeah, but you can sting that bitch in the neck.
Good point. The first thing I thought is, like, basically the scorpion's going to have to twerk to get to the head. If you want to sting it, you want to turn around. And be like,
they don't turn around. They just curve that shit like front.
This is way too much.
Yes. Right. It depends how long the stinger is. Pause. You went there. Don't put it on me.
I never put it on nobody. I just thought the imagery like, yo, how big is your stinger?
Yeah. Depending how big the stinger is. Watch me.
Can you imagine if other scorpions while mating was like, yeah, I got a 10-incher.
How do you know? How do you know he has a 10-inch stinger? All right.
Could you imagine if all animal mating was just like human mating? You just can't understand it with words.
It is.
Like, how peacocks make, right? They fan their flame. What if they just like, yo, look how much money I got, bitch.
Yo, bitch, look at my Bugatti. That's what it is.
You can get all this.
That's what it is. What color is your Bugatti? That's what it is.